HourGLASS, Volume 3, Issue 2, Winter 2015. www.georgialibraries.org/GLASS. Winter Preparedness Tips. Winter's around the corner, and if there's one thing Georgia weather knows how to do, it's surprise us. But emergencies such as storms, fires, or power outages can occur at any time. Everyone's situation and needs will be unique, and your disability may require extra preparedness for an emergency situation. Here are a few tips for a general disaster preparedness plan. FEMA recommends your preparedness kit have emergency supplies, including enough food, water, medications, and medical supplies for 3 days. Also helpful are a flashlight, a battery-powered weather radio, a way of contacting or signaling help, and some money for supplies. Plan for backups to assistive technology. Keep extra batteries and a full charge on your devices, including your talking book player. Put together a to-go bag and have it ready to grab should you need to seek another shelter. Be sure to plan alternates for your daily routine and to have important information handy. For example, only service animals are allowed in public shelters, so be sure to have their information with you. It's advised to keep a copy of your medical information with you in a waterproof bag. It's also advised to give a copy of this information to a trusted relative or friend. This person should also know your needs in case of emergency, and you should plan a way to get in contact. Being prepared can help keep you safe and hasten the time it takes for your life to return to normal after a disaster. For additional resources and emergency plan guides, visit www.ready.ga.gov. The State of GLASS 2015. GLASS continues to promote accessible library services for all Georgians. A part of what GLASS does is partner with organizations that serve people with disabilities. A natural partner for us is that great free resource, your local public library. In March, GLASS sponsored a conference for librarians from Georgia's public libraries to teach them about making library services more accessible. Librarians learn simple things such as how to turn on features in a computer's operating system to allow screen magnification, or differing contrast on computer screens. We told them about accessible keyboards and other tools that can make computer use easier for patrons with disabilities. They learned that a book club can be conducted over the telephone. They learned about teletypewriters, TTY, and how to communicate effectively with patrons who use TTY to make telephone calls. Finally, since GLASS is also about helping others make connections, we made sure to inform attendees about agencies that work to provide services and resources to people with disabilities. The positive energy that came out of this conference was overwhelming. More importantly, it set GLASS on a path to do even more. In September 2015, GLASS partnered with Georgia's Tools for Life to create accessibility toolkits for demonstration in libraries across the state. These kits will be rolled out in late 2015 and will include various items that can make access to reading and to computers available to persons with different abilities. The kits contain high-tech and low-tech items that patrons will be able to handle and test to see which items are most helpful. There are kits that focus on the needs of adults and kits that focus on the needs of children. Your local public library will be able to request the kits for long-term reserve. The kits will not circulate outside of the libraries. For more information, contact your local public library. It's been a great year. In 2016, GLASS will pursue new partnerships as we continue to seek out new ways to serve our patrons. Join a book club without leaving home. Are you a GLASS patron? Would you like to discover new books and discuss them with fellow readers? If so, you should join a GLASS book club. GLASS book clubs meet over the phone, so you don't have to leave the comfort of your house. There are several clubs, each selecting books based on group interest. If you're interested in joining a book club, or if you have any questions, please call GLASS at 1-800-248-6701. You don't have to travel to make new friends and find new books to read. Winter Reads. Note: Braille book numbers begin with BR, while talking books begin with DB. A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, BR 17785, DB 43546. Classic 19th century Christmas story set in England describes the conversion of grasping old miser Ebenezer Scrooge when he is visited by ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future. The Big Book of Christmas Mysteries by Otto Penzler, DB 80443. Anthology of 59 holiday crime stories from Victorian to 21st century authors, including Agatha Christie, Arthur Conan Doyle, John D. MacDonald, Mary Higgins Clark, and O. Henry. Some violence and some strong language. The Mistletoe Promise by Richard Paul Evans, BR 20624, DB 80430. Tired of being alone for the holidays, Elsie accepts a rich neighbor's offer to pretend to be a couple. As they bond over shared secrets, the two grow together as Christmas draws near. Hanukkah in America, A History by Diane Ashton, DB 81412. An examination of regional variants of the ancient Jewish tradition. My True Love Gave to Me 12 Holiday Stories by Stephanie Perkins, BR 20593, DB 80242. 12 romantic holiday stories featuring authors such as Holly Black, Allie Carter, Gail Foreman, Rainbow Rowell, and more. Some strong language. Holiday reminder. The winter holiday season is one of the busiest times of the year for talking books in Braille libraries. Books tend to check out quickly, particularly books about Christmas. Call 1-800-248-6701 to reserve your books early. This is especially important if you will be traveling and want books to read on the road. HourGLASS is published quarterly by the Georgia Libraries for Accessible Statewide Services, GLASS, a division of Georgia Public Library Service, a unit of the University System of Georgia. This publication is made possible by a grant from the U.S. Institute of Museum and Library Services to Georgia Public Library Service under the provisions of the Library Services and Technology Act. Call 404-235-7157 to request this newsletter in alternate formats. Join our email list at hourglass@georgialibraries.org. This is a production of Georgia Libraries for Accessible Statewide Services at 1800 Century Place, Suite 150, Atlanta, Georgia 30345. Phone 404-235-7200 or toll free 1-800-248-6701. Fax 404-235-7201. www.georgialibraries.org/GLASS.